Vice President Mike Pence's then Chief of Staff, Mark Short, you see there on the right of your screen, quietly testified before the House Select Committee just last week. Short was with Pence at the Capitol on the day of the attempted coup. Of course, Pence defied the 45th president and their party to uphold the will of the voters in certifying the election results that night. Our Jamie Gangel is part of the CNN team that broke this story. So, Jamie, what more do we know about Mark Short testifying?
Well, it's very significant because he is a first-hand witness. He was in the room when former President Trump was pressuring Mike Pence. Mark Short was in the Oval Office. He heard everything that was said. When on January 6th, he was at the Capitol with Mike Pence when people were chanting, hang Mike Pence. He had to evacuate with him. He is someone who can speak to the committee and tell them exactly what was said. And I think one of the critical things that we learned is that when he went to testify to the committee, let's remember it was under subpoena and the documents he handed over were under subpoena, but I'm told he spoke to the committee at length. And while many of the interviews have been done virtually because of COVID, Mark Short went in person to do his testimony.
That's fascinating. Do we know why he went in person?
We don't, but I think that there's no question. Look, we know if a witness comes in person, it has a different quality to it. It has eye contact. People relate differently. So I think that it speaks to the fact that he's such a critical witness and that he was willing to do it.
Yeah. We mentioned earlier the statement that the former president released yesterday. I want to read it again because it's potentially really significant. He said, quote, Mike Pence did have the right to change the outcome. He didn't exercise that power. He could have overturned the election, end quote. Given that statement, combined with the fact that Mark Short has testified before the committee, what does it mean for the likelihood of former Vice President Mike Pence actually testifying?
Right. We don't know yet if Pence will cooperate, although I'm told that on Friday, Pence is likely to address Trump's statement when he speaks in Florida to the Federalist Society. But let's just remember with Pence, Short's testimony comes months after discussions, negotiations between his attorney and the lawyers on the committee, as well as a subpoena. My understanding is that the committee is still contemplating an invitation to